तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्दिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ जयन्ते मङ्गलकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवदात्री स्वाहा स्वदा नमोस्तुते। ॐ शांति शांति शांति। Sai Ram Lin, Sai Ram from Malaysia.
Sairam Sharma, Sairam from New Zealand. Thank you, Swami, for allowing Sharma and I to present a very interesting take on the topic of free will as explained by Bhagavan. Our topic today, as we welcome our visitors once again to our humble channel, is free will is a kind of hallucination. And these are Swami's exact words to a devotee. What is a hallucination? We tend to think of a hallucination is when a person has taken a drug or perhaps drunk too much alcohol or is in a fevered state with an illness and they see dreamlike images that are not real. Well, that could also apply to life in this world because we think that we have free will. We can choose to do something or we can choose not, the power to choose. And Swami has spoken quite extensively about the power to choose. Now, modern psychologists would not even consider this a topic for discussion because they believe that man is self-made and that you can improve yourself through self-effort. And in spiritual thought, the ultimate understanding is that we do nothing and God does everything. For example, Swami has said, he said, I can make you think about me and I can make you forget me. How is that? That is really profound, I thought. And when I first heard that, I thought, my goodness, he can do it. He can do it. In fact, I saw him do it when we entered the interview room, because most of us, a dozen things in our pocket, lists that we wanted to ask him so many questions if he called on us, and our minds went completely blank. When we went into the interview room, we could not think for 1 minute. What was it we wanted to ask Swami? And Madhavbeti said, this will happen when you're in that divine presence. He can wipe your mind clean so that it is a pure lake. And he can then impart to you the wisdom and the teachings that you need to hear to change your life. We didn't understand this. We were just green fruit, really, going into that interview. And we'd never met a divine being before. So how would we know? But we did know one thing. He wiped our minds clean. He took out every thought. We could not remember a single thing that we wanted to ask him. So how can we have free will if we are in the presence of a divine being that can do that? When, according to the Bhagavad Gita, even a blade of grass cannot move without the grace of the Lord. So how much freedom do we really have? How much do our thoughts really create our destiny? On one occasion, in a close interview with a few students who were serving Swami at his residence, Swami said, there is nothing like free will in this world. Free will is a kind of hallucination created by God. And one student said, Swami, why would God do that? And Swami said, when you go about doing your tasks thinking, I have to do this, I need to achieve this, I will complete this, and so on, that is free will. On the other hand, if you think, I am only an instrument in God's hands, he will do it, by his grace it will happen, he will get it done, and so on, free will ends there. So, when the feeling of I, me, and myself exists, free will is operating. And in this scenario, you have to bear the consequences of your actions. You have to bear the karma. But the moment you do anything with the awareness that it is not me, it is God, free will disappears. Just like a hallucination disappears when you wake up. The consequences of such actions will not affect you. It falls into God's domain, not yours. And another time, Swami was explaining this. A devotee said, Swami, then why don't you impress on people at every instance that there is no free will? If they understand this, they will take to the concept of surrender easily. And of course, surrender doesn't mean you lay down all your money and your possessions and your properties. What it means is that you let go of the idea of I. Swami looked at this devotee and revealed a secret. And he said, free will is perhaps the last obstacle on the path to salvation. And if letting go of it happens because someone is forcing it on you, it will not be permanent. This is in fact a sadhana that every spiritual aspirant must strive for. Only when one succeeds in destroying this I feeling through intense personal effort will it bear true, sweet fruit. This is an endeavor that every person has to accomplish on their own. No guru will enable it. In fact, they shouldn't do it. How extremely profound is this knowledge from Bhagavan? How immensely gracious is Swami. God still always takes care, even if we haven't given up the sense of doership, provided there is devotion to Him in the heart. So living in that God consciousness that Swami so profoundly displayed to me as he pointed over and over to his chest, saying, consciousness is God, find me here. If we stay focused on our spiritual heart, we will hear a voice emanating from it. And it is not our mind. It is the voice of Swami, it's the voice of God, resounding within the spiritual heart. The brain must focus on the spiritual heart, listening, just listen, listen, listen. God will never let you down. He will always give you the correct command. He will always tell you which is the right path and not the wrong. He will give you the right path, not the left path. Om Shri Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Tasmat karunya bhavena raksha Saishwara. Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Saishwararpanamastu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.